Thanks for watching this video. I just wanted to give you a brief tutorial on how to run live stream from up in the church balcony. Try to create a system that was as simple as possible, but I realize it's good to see how it's done just so you know how it works. So I'm going to just walk you through it, but I want you to notice, so right now I'm looking at the laptop that's right next to our desktop computer up in the balcony by the soundboard. And when you look at it, you'll see that the instructions on how to live stream worship service are the wallpaper. So you can't click this or move this or anything like that, but you can read them if you need a quick refresher on how to do things. But the way we run this software is pretty simple, and the reason why we're doing a live stream isn't just so that we can get videos on the internet. It's also to help us with a few things that we want to get done in-house in the church. One being we want to be able to live stream our worship service to the nursery so that when parents or nursery workers are back there, they're able to still watch and be a part of our church worship service by a live stream video link to a TV in there. We also want to use live stream as a way at the beginning of service to project our announcements into the narthex. So we have some things in place to do that. We just want to use our live stream service as a way to broadcast what's on Easy Worship out into the narthex as people come in. So to get you started, what you need to do first is open our program. It's just called Open Broadcast Software, and it is just this icon pinned down here on the taskbar. It'll be right next to our Google Chrome web browser, and this is a program that won't be there whenever you run it. It's just recording the screen right now. But I'll click it and open it, and as I'm opening it, I'm going to let you know that over on the church multimedia computer, we clicked and opened the same program. And so what you'll see is it pops up the announcements, because right now over on the church computer I'm running both Easy Worship and I'm running the same version of OBS. And these two programs are communicating right now between the church multimedia computer and this streaming laptop that's also up here. So I want to show you what your options are. You really have three options of what you can broadcast when you live stream. The first one is just our announcements. So you look over here on the bottom left and we have three scenes. And it's entitled Announcements, but really what it can show you is different things. So right now I'm going to click over on the Easy Worship program on our multimedia computer, and I'm going to change it over to just some slides. So these are our worship slides that we show whenever we're singing a song. And as you can see, it will change almost simultaneously. There might be like a half-second delay between when it goes from the Easy Worship computer over to the laptop, but it's almost simultaneous. But I'll take it back to announcements. So anyway, the idea is if you wanted to live stream just the announcements, you could do that at the beginning of service so people can see the same announcements that are projected on the screen. But if we go back down to scenes, there's two other ones. So there's one that's called Pulpit with Slides. And this one has a webcam that's recording the front of our sanctuary. But up in the top left, it has the Easy Worship screen also presenting here on the top left. So the idea being that maybe you have a preacher who's preaching and you have this area open, but then as they go through their slides in Easy Worship, you're able to watch them or have them broadcast simultaneously. And then the other thing we added is over top of it we have a little icon here in the corner that just has the name of our church. If you were in a part of worship where you didn't want to show this screen, you could also click open down here in the bottom, just Pulpit by itself. So it just gives us the front of the sanctuary with the icon name of our church. So those are your options. You can either click them with the mouse that comes with the laptop, or you can just use the up and down arrow to change between these scenes. So that's your main three options when you have the program open. The other one I want to let you know is just there's one button that you need to hit. And it's over here on the far right, and it's under Controls. And the only one you have to worry about is streaming. Recording means you don't send this out into the internet, you're just recording it onto the hard drive of the computer. We're not really worried about that. All we want to do is just stream it. So if you click Start Streaming, it will take the feed that you have up on this screen and send it to YouTube Live. And it'll be broadcast over the internet, but YouTube Live also will record it for us. So let me just go to Pulpit with Slides, and I'm going to go down to our internet browser, and I'm actually going to go to our YouTube Live page. So right now it says that we are live and that we've just started streaming it. No one's watching it because no one has an idea that it's there, but I'm going to refresh this page and see if it gives us our video. It should. And there you go. Broadcasting live right now is on the internet is the video that we have here. So say I were to go back to the Open Broadcaster software and I were to click announcements, so it just shows this. When I go over to the YouTube page, it has a 1 or 2 second lag, so it's not absolutely live. Think of it as broadcast live, but it will also switch over and show it. So the nice thing about the live streaming is not only will it let us broadcast live of the church, but also it will let us have an archive of sermons that people can watch. So let me just go to YouTube, and I'm going to go open up our church's channel page. So I'm going to go over here in the icon since we're logged in already, and I'm just going to look at the Bakerstown UMC hosted by me channel. And as you look, it's going to give both our live stream of what we're doing right now, but then it also lets us save and record archives. So right now we're just broadcasting the service live, but later it'll save it for us, and then I can actually condense it down, so maybe we just listen to the sermon or other parts of the worship service. And then eventually we'll build up an archive of videos that people can go back and watch sermons they missed, or maybe they're interested in our church and like to see what our sermons and worship are like. So this is how you do it. This is what the end results are. Again, if you are confused, I'd encourage you just follow the steps here. Try to make it as simple as possible. I know too much technology can feel like too much. We would like it that every 11 a.m. service be recorded. And then at the end of the service, I should just let you know the one last important step is to just click Stop Streaming. And as it shuts down, it'll end the stream on YouTube. So we'll go ahead and close out OBS. And then as you can see, when we go to our live dashboard, it's going to shut off in just about a second. Because the live stream is now offline. So I think it's just pausing where the last image was that it broadcasted. So we'll close all that out as well. If you have any questions on how to log in, it should be unlocked most of the time, but if it is, the username and the password are clipped right to the side of the computer. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have questions, you can email and ask me.